that's why it makes sense. We only stayed there for like a year and a half. We moved out quick because that's what he was doing. But then he stopped doing it once we got, you know, to our new crib. But that shit wound up catching up to him. But like, yeah, and I didn't even know. And now that I think about it, like, it was a dude that was always around and my dad was low-key telling what to do type shit. So it's like, it kind of makes sense. Little people here and there that now I think about it, it's like, oh, okay. Like, I remember one time we even stayed at Hey, before we start, happy birthday, man. Yeah, man.
It's
Happy
that
birthday,
day, man. On this day in 1996,
Oh, 90s baby. Okay.
a legend was born. You know, some people don't consider me a 90s baby, man.
So we was born on the tail end.
We was born on the tail end, man.
Yeah,
They consider
what
us. They can say what, man, because my mama told me I could be whatever I want. You know what I want to be?
90s baby.
I want to be a 90s baby. So I'm a 90s baby. I seen all the 90s shows anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Them shits was really playing in the 2000s when we was coming up.
Exactly. The reruns was coming through, man. We seen fresh. Some of the stuff wasn't even finished yet. Some of it wasn't even finished yet. I don't even think Fresh Prince definitely wasn't finished by the time I was watching.
It wasn't?
How many seasons was on Fresh Prince?
Bro, I don't know. I just remember it got to a point where, like,
You know what? This is
Ashley was old, and I'm like, what's going on?
man. I ain't much gonna lie. I'm finna do what we always been talking about anyway. Like doing the research, bro. We gonna figure it out.
Look that up.
We're gonna figure it out. But in the meantime, man, yeah. I just turned 27 today, guys. 27 years on this blessed earth. And I will say this, I am in a much different headspace than I've ever been. To be honest, I'm ready to make some moves, dog. We are ready to make some moves.
Oh, it's your birthday, man.
Yo.
Your birthday, man.
Okay, so it was around for 6 years, and it started in 90.
So it ended in 96 when we was born.
So it ended in 96 when you was born. I was 4 months old, if I'm not mistaken.
Dang. So if you was 4 months, I wasn't born yet.
You was 1.
Nah.
Wait,
You older than me. January.
February, March.
Yeah, I was born in April.
May.
Oh,
Yeah,
when did it air? You ain't say when it aired.
Well, I'm saying when it stopped in May.
It stopped in May 96.
Yeah, it stopped in May 96.
So I was
That's
a
when
month.
it ended. You was a
So I
month
was a
old.
month. Yeah, I was just a month.
Creeping up on a month, man. That's crazy, dog. So that pretty much just retracts what I said earlier. But at the end of the day, I still watch that show, man, from the beginning to the end.
It does. It debunked your whole statement.
It did. It debunked everything.
It kind
everything
of
that-
makes the argument that we're not 90s babies very strong, actually. Because we have no memory from 96 to 2000, probably. Like, we probably started remembering shit 2001.
This is absolutely true. Like we didn't really start with, you know, I
don't remember nothing. Honestly, I really don't remember anything before 9/11. Like, that's really what I could, like, say. I remember September 11th, 2001, correct? It was 2001, right?
Yeah.
I remember that day because my granddad had to pick me up from school. But something from 2000, like, would I have? Because I don't even know what grade I was in 2001. Like,
I remember
what? Yeah, what grade were we in? First?
2001, probably like pre-K, bro.
Was it pre-K?
Well, 2001, like
2001.
kindergarten. It was like 5.
We was like 5 in 2001.
5 years old.
Because that was 22 years ago. So yeah, 5.
Well, 5 years from when we was.
Yeah, nah, hey, listen.
yeah.
Guys, listen. Shout out. It's a lot of lights in here right now. It's a lot of lights in here right now, but shout out to the plug. I would give y'all his credentials, but that's snitching. But man, this boy got us juiced up.
Nah,
man.
This is not what we. Well, anyway, shoot.
Yeah, cause that would be shitting on the other plug if you say that.
I was supposed to say that's not even what we were supposed to be talking about.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah,
I thought, hey, shout out to all the guys.
Shout out to them all.
Cause we need all y'all boys at different times of our life. Hey, I'm sorry to spin it on this conversation, but bro, it's crazy how like you can mess with your plug when you're on different levels of your life. Like, you know, you be like, yeah, bro, I just need a dime. I just need a dub. And then you get to that point, shit, what the QPs cost, bro?
It's like that
growth. Going for, bro?
That growth, bro.
That growth, you know?
And I remember my growth because of where I was working.
Yeah.
I remember my growth because where I was working, bro. Like, there was a point where I remember not always having what I needed when I was working in 2016 at International.
You know they're shutting that down.
They shut International all down?
Yeah.
I'm surprised, but I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
Because, yeah.
But 163rd is still open.
That's why.
That speaks volumes.
Bro, I swear to God, the only reason that I am surprised is because 163rd is still open. And I was literally finna say
163rd and you still chop that up.
So what? So what? I'm gonna say what I want. I'm gonna say
it's
I can do what I want.
It's his birthday. You know what? I'm not gonna be on Luke ass the whole episode.
Nah, man. Keep me on my toes because you know what that's gonna do. That's gonna keep it rolling, man. That's gonna keep it rolling. They don't want to keep hearing me stutter all day. They don't want to keep hearing me stutter all day. So whenever you hear it,
but I'm gonna stall you out on your birthday though, man. I give you that.
Nah, but G, I don't even remember what we was talking about that. But man,
the malls.
The growth. We was talking about the growth. Like when I was working at International, man, I remember one time I rolled up in receipt paper. Yeah. Receipt paper.
It's gonna clear up some misconceptions. Because you didn't have no rap, or because you didn't have the money for the rap?
I didn't have no rap, and I don't remember if I had the money or not for the rap.
Ooh.
I don't remember, and this is when I'm working now, y'all. I'm working during this.
Oh, it bees like that.
I'm working. So
it be like
listen, man. No, if a man got a 9 to 5, he's never actually broke. He just don't have money right now.
Yeah.
He just don't have money right now. But it's coming. You know it's coming in a couple of days. You know he about to get paid. Especially if he got a little money, you know he about to get paid when that little money that he got start going, like he start spending stuff. Mm-hmm. He started spending stuff. It's the day before I get paid and I got like $100 left from last check.
No, yeah, get a large.
Get a large. No. Not even large, man. Hey. What size pizza y'all want? Ooh. What size pizza?
Don't let the heat just win.
Don't let the heat of the Dolphins win. Hey,
y'all don't know down here.
Dolphins win 50%.
When the Heat win, when the Dolphins win, we get 50% off that pizza.
And I definitely didn't take advantage of those 8 games that we got from the Dolphins. I didn't take advantage of not one.
I'm pretty sure I had pizza within that time, and I don't even watch sports anymore.
I had pizza, but it wasn't mine or it wasn't ordered by me.
Like Papa John. Could have came from us.
That's all I really eat, bro. If somebody else is buying it, they can buy whatever they want. But if I'm buying it, I'm gonna get Papa John's. And that's why I don't buy pizza, because Papa John's is expensive.
I prefer, and it's gonna sound crazy, but I prefer like a real cooked pizza from Pizza Hut, pepperoni. Like Pizza Hut pepperoni pizza, some of the best pepperoni pizza. Like I love it, especially when remember back in the day when they used to have a buffet? Remember the pizza buffet?
Where at?
Pizza Hut used to have a pizza buffet.
Oh, where at?
The location, shit. I ain't even gonna lie, bro. I think this was on some Broward shit. Cause remember, I used to stay in Broward for a little bit.
Me?
Yeah, I used to stay in Broward.
Yeah. Oh, so you talk about like 20.
Shorty.
Oh, you stayed in Broward as a chick?
When I was like, damn, I feel like Flacco right now. But nah, yeah, bro, I stayed in Broward. Like, all right, so it's like I was born in Dade, and then I remember going to first grade, and then I fucking moved at the end of first grade.
Mm-hmm. That's when you moved to Broward.
That's when I moved to Broward. But you know, and I don't think about it. I don't think it was at the end of first grade. I think I went there like during. God bless you.
Thank you.
I think I went there at some point during first grade. And then, you know, I stayed the summer, whatever. And then when school started for second grade, I started in Broward. But then we moved back to Miami. So it's like I stayed in Broward for like a year, maybe a year and a half. I was small. So that's why I never really talk about staying in Broward. I definitely stayed in Broward.
You remember what school you went to?
Hollywood Central.
Wow, that sound Broward as fuck, bro.
Yeah.
It really do.
Nah.
I went to Hollywood Central.
Nah, and like, I ain't even gonna lie, I definitely did go there for 1 year and then the start of the next year. Cause this is real shit. I remember nigga used to bully me. But it was cause Jit was way bigger than me.
Uh-huh.
So I wound up telling my old girl, she came out to the bus stop, wop, 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 handled that shit.
Uh-huh.
So that next year come,
Oh, snap.
he on the bus with us, he just look at me and keep walking. I'm like, damn, this gonna be a good year. Boom. And then I wound up having to go back to school in Dade. But it's like, nah, yeah, bro, I definitely, you know, went to Broward, went through my little trials and tribulations as a kid. We stayed in a efficiency, basically.
In Broward.
In Broward, yeah. That shit kind of low-key looked like a hotel. We stayed in the efficiency in Broward. But, like, you know, we wasn't there for long. And it's crazy. My dad was selling dope out of that. So, it makes sense why we... And I could talk about it because it was more than 10 years ago, and he actually went to jail for it already. So...
Facts.
Yeah.
Public record.
Yeah. So... I didn't know that, so that's why it makes sense. We only stayed there for like a year and a half. We moved out quick because that's what he was doing.
Mm-hmm.
But then he stopped doing it once we got, you know, to our new crib. But that shit wound up catching up to him. But like, yeah, I didn't even know. And now that I think about it, like, it was a dude that was always around and my dad was low-key telling what to do type shit. So it's like, it kind of makes sense. Little people here and there that now I think about it, it's like, oh, okay. Like, I remember one time we even stayed at the neighbor's house type shit. Like, we just, like, chilled there. And, like, my mom and dad went and did whatever they did. But, like, we just chilled at the neighbor's house because she had kids, too. So we just, you know, chilled there.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, yeah, you know, hey, but shout out to Senior because he did what he had to do.
Fact.
Feel me? Caught that little time, beat that shit, got right back out. Doing his thing.
Shout out to Pop.
Yeah. Hey, them boys did us dirty though.
Who?
Cause the people, cause well, you know, police, cause remember I told you we left that shit when I was in first grade.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not first grade, but like just starting second grade. Them boys ain't come knocking by to the end of third grade. Cause guess when they came? The first day of the FCAT. When I was in third grade, them boys came the first day of the FCAT. My dad was up in the bathroom. He was taking a shit. He was smoking the joint. But he was up. That shit woke us up. That shit woke my goddamn mama up. So she came to the door. She like, Sam, it's the police. He like, don't let him in. Like, don't let him in. So
That's
they keep
crazy.
knocking. Bah, 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 bah. He like, man, just answer the door. Just answer the door. So she go, yes. Is Samuel Maxwell inside the house? Damn. She like, no.
Facts.
Like, this shit, my old girl was like, no. Like, again, I'm talking about this shit because he already went to jail for it. He already done with this shit. So I'm like, yep. And she like, nah, he ain't here. And they like, you know, get a whole comp shit. Look, we know you don't tell us. We know you got kids too. So if you don't tell us, you know what's gonna happen to you and the kids. Now mind you, by this time my old boy already off the toilet. Like he like, this the door, like the way our house was, like our door, it was like, and then the living room, but there was like a wall, and then it was like around, so you couldn't see around it from the door. So my dad like low key right there, just like, you know, just ear hustling. But they, you know,
once they said that,
my old girl, she kind of blew it, because by that time we was up. So I remember like seeing her. She went like this, like, oh, we'll take the kids. She went like. And then, like, she, like, closed the door. She was like, Sam, I ain't losing my kid. And he was like, let me put some pants on, man. Like, I ain't even gonna lie. That's one of the, like, that shit kind of gave me chills, because I remember that shit. But, like, that's one thing I respect about my daddy, because, like, that boy, like, I seen him take that shit on the chin right there. Like, he said, fuck it.
Yep.
I ain't even finna let y'all do this shit to my family. I'll go. Like, and he went like a man. But now mind you, all this going on in the crib, bro, cause we had a house, backyard, all that. Like, we was living good. Like, my dad wasn't selling drugs no more. He wasn't selling no drugs no more. He had a legit job working. They got him off of informant. Like, somebody got caught up with some shit, and then they wound up mentioning my dad's name. And they was just like, all right, if they said they got this or whatever from you, then we coming for you. That's how it was. Like, it was a informant, a bitch at that.
Yeah.
White bitch. Yeah. My mama told me that part. But
That's
no,
crazy.
I had to emphasize that it was a white woman.
and not only, it's like, why you serve her, man? Why you serve? God damn it, why you serve?
Nah, that's what I was thinking. Pop, like, especially now I'm older. I'm like,
yeah, it's like that.
Damn, like, how you ain't know she was running with them people, man?
Bro,
you know she was copying too much, man.
I was at work yesterday. No, we got a snow shop.
Yeah,
bro. First off, last week they was already saying, like, in the group message, like, dang, people keep coming in, like, asking for, like, weed and stuff. Like, people keep coming in asking to see, like, where they can get it, or, like, if we wanted to buy something and stuff. Like, people keep trying to sell it or ask for it. Yesterday, 3 different dudes, all of them looked like cops, came in. 2 of them asked where they could get it. 1 of them tried to sell me something. The one that tried to sell me something, first thing he said was, chill, bro, I'm not a cracker. Tape, cracker haircut, the beard and all. Everything shaped up.
no tattoos on his face.
It's like
nothing that shows me you have a job.
It's like, nah. I was like, dang, bro. And if what I'm thinking is really what's going on, but something going on around that area, something probably going on with them. For them to be hitting every store like that.
Oh, they doing every store like
yeah,
that.
because I'm telling you, the group message was for the other stores.
Oh, so they're doing that to the Maliki marks.
They do.
So it's something going on with them.
I don't think it's something going on. I don't think it's something going on with them. I just think it's something going on around there. They trying to find out and smoke shop people.
Oh, no, but
yeah,
most, not y'all, but most smoke shops dibble and dabble in that shit.
And bruh, that's the one thing they definitely told us not to ever do. Don't do that in that store.
Exactly, because those are for tobacco purposes. Everything that's sold in there is for tobacco purposes.
If you see grass, it's because it's CBD. It's fake.
Don't want to smoke that. Let's use
man.
And it is what it is.
I was finna say, bro. I remember way more than I remember. I remember daycare. I remember way back to when I was probably like.
I do have vague memories of daycare, but not actually things I remember, but just more like little shit that people tell me what happened. And it's like I know that happened because I can kind of picture it. Like, bro, I remember you picking me up from there from time to time,
bro. Remember when we was just talking about my vivid memory and how, like, I always remember shit? I remember that I was in daycare and I remember what I was doing the first time I heard that Sammy song. I like the way you
Oh
look.
shit, that came out then?
That came out then. I know that because I was walking into daycare and that song was playing on TV.
Damn.
Yeah, I remember shit way back to that, bro. Like, I remember my life, bro.
So you sound like the type of nigga play with you, you never gonna forget that. You never gonna forget that one.
Bruh, I don't never, bruh, one thing you never hear me talk about is people that I really ever had a problem with. You won't never hear me really bring them up a lot. Unless it's brought up around me and I'll say, bruh, you never hear me talk about them. And that's for a reason, bruh, because it's like, I already,
like you the Joker. Like, you secretly the Joker.
Nah, bro, I ain't even go. It's just, man, I'm already. You already up here. I don't. Whew. We was kind of deep in the conversation for a little minute, man. That segment,
yeah, got to talk about the childhood.
Hey, got to talk about the childhood, man. But now we.
Hey, but shout out to all them people who seen their parents get locked up or shit like that. Like, shout out all them people that got parents, brothers, sisters that's incarcerated and whatever, man. Like, keep your head up. You know, God working mysterious ways. You know, they gonna get out.
Facts.
They gonna get out.
Facts, man.
Now, if they did it, they gotta admit it. They gotta set the record straight, but hey, keeping it rolling.
Nah, facts. Prayer.
Yeah, pray.
Just pray, man. But nah, man. We done growed up. We done seen a lot of. I actually remember, man, shit, how much of this can we really talk about?
Cause I'm glad you said that, cause it's like, we gonna have to tell motherfuckers, oh yeah, I was 16 when I did this. But it's like, the details you put in, it's like, damn, that was out when you was 16?
Yeah,
like, that's real. It's okay.
Like, but this
wait,
was,
I knew you was 16, you wasn't doing that.
Shit, speaking of our childhood, I ain't much gonna lie. I was more of a thug when I was like 11 or 12 than I am now.
You weren't a thug, you were a bad kid.
Is that what it was?
I think that's what it was. You wasn't a thug, you was a bad kid.
I was following around thugs, though. That's what it was. I was following around thugs.
Was
but
any of y'all over 18? Was any of y'all over 18?
We were high schoolers.
Y'all was bad kids.
Just bad kids.
Y'all bad kids.
We were part of that group. It's like,
Ooh. You talk about when you was with like your brother and shit?
Yeah.
Oh nah, yeah, them niggas thugs.
Exactly. See,
You was a bad kid, them niggas thugs.
I was a bad kid. They was actually, but we used to really be out there just doing shit that's terrorizing. We really used to be out there terrorizing. Like, I lived.
Not because you wanted to, but bored.
Well, they probably wanted to. I was just.
Oh, I'm glad you said that. Was that snitching? Like, was that snitching what you just did, or was that just setting the record straight? Like, nah, like, them boys probably was on something different, but I was just out there because they was out there.
Yeah.
So is that snitching to set the record straight?
If I'm snitching on everybody because I was out there doing it with them.
But that's what classified as snitching when you was doing it too.
Yeah, I was doing it with them, but they probably wanted to do it. I did it because I was there with them.
Damn, so bro, like, how could that, not how could that, but imagine that being in a court of law. You saying like, I wasn't out there to do what they was doing, but I was out there just following them.
Because somebody could easily, I don't think there's any way out of that. Because me, as a person who would be trying to prosecute you, is like, you were out there to do whatever it is that they were doing.
Exactly.
You were out there to
following them.
Yeah,
so whatever
you were following them. So you knew whatever it was they were going to be doing, you were going to be doing it too. So you are in the same boat as them.
Nah, and I put that in that perspective because it's like, you know, thank God nothing ever happened. But it's like, bro, what if something crazy out there would have happened? It's like, that's really what you would have sit there and that's what you would have truthfully had to say. I wasn't out there to do anything, but I was just out there following them. And like, that could have been the reason why you implicated in what they did. You didn't do nothing. You just was there. And it's crazy how that happened to like grown ass men. Like, you did that as a child, and there's people still out there doing that as grown men, out there following behind people. They're not the shooters. They are not the shooters. Why are you riding in the car with the shooters when they going to shoot? If you're not a fucking shooter. Ooh, we went good without cussing. we did good without cussing, bro.
It's straight.
But nah, like, if you're not a shooter, why are you in the car riding with the shooters? Like, cause that's something we did as child. Like, we all did stuff as kids. I even broke in the house when I was a kid. I was like 14, 15.
Exactly.
More than 10 years ago. I was like 14, 15.
We were just bad kids.
Yeah, it was just bad kids. Wasn't no thugs. I didn't have no gun when I was a teenager.
Facts.
I seen one when I was little, and then I saw one when I was like, I saw a gun when I was like 8 or 9, and then I didn't, besides the police, like seeing the police with guns. But the next time I saw a gun was when I was like 14 to 15, when, you know, one of my peers, my age, they had a sawed-off shotgun. So that's the next time I saw a gun.
When is the first time I saw a gun? Probably my dad. He had small little something in his dresser. Papers for it and all.
Old school. Catch them slugs, lay you down, leave you where you lay.
And he made sure we all knew where. That's why it's like, I be so sad, man. I be so sad when, like, cause you remember that a young man just a little taller just killed his mom with a gun that he found. Yeah. This was like a couple months ago, probably.
Because of the video game thing. What, he wasn't no toddler?
No, I'm not talking about the video game.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about something else.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, a little taller. Like, I think they said he was 2 or 3. A couple months ago, shot his mom because he found the gun.
And that's crazy because my son see my gun all the time, and he don't even like react to it.
That's
like,
the thing.
He doesn't
it's
even
like
go near it.
I feel bad for them blaming the parent, because my dad told me where it was, and I knew not to do nothing with it. I knew not to do nothing with it. So it's like damn, they was just being a parent like my dad, and they was just letting them know, like, hey,
but a
this
2-3-0, that's
no.
It's like they probably saw the gun.
They found it and played with it.
Yeah, and
they definitely saw it.
You can't blame that on the parents, because my son been seeing my gun laying around since he's been born. He's been seeing a gun around. So it's like, you know, him now he's 4. He's at 4 years old. He see my gun all the time. He knows what it is. I explained to him, you know, what a gun is for. He don't touch it. He don't go near it. Like, literally, my gun, I don't do this, but my son could be sitting right here. I can sit my gun right next to my son. And my son will not touch my gun for no reason. He will not touch my gun.
Do you think, I'm not even going to say do you think, I'm going to tell my opinion. I'm pretty sure that's because he probably saw it all the time.
Yes, he don't see it as a gun.
He don't see it as a gun. He sees it as something, oh, that's daddy's.
Exactly. But I explained to him what it is. Because what I tell him is, it's called a clap something.
Oh, right.
Right. I tell him it's called a clap something. So when he see it, he say, oh, that's daddy clap something. And I let him know, like, hey, son, this daddy clap something. This could hurt somebody. Like, don't touch this. This a pow. Like, don't touch this. This hurt. Like, I let him know that, like, daddy pow, like, daddy clap something hurt. So he already understands, like, that's not a toy. He don't understand the severity of what it could do, but he knows, all right, daddy say I do not need to touch that, and I'm not saying he never touched it, but you apply the proper discipline behind that the way your kids understand, I'm gonna never fucking do this again. And that's up to you as a parent. That's up to your discretion. I can't tell you how to do that. But I did mine to a point where I'm telling you now, I ain't got to worry about my son.
I ain't got to tell you what I did. Just know he learned.
Bro.
He learned his lesson.
My pole is sitting in the same place where it's been sitting since my son was here earlier. It's been sitting in the same spot. And my son been up and active. So, yeah. It ain't guns that do it to people. It's the people.
Oh. Hey. That's anyway. Nah, man. That time that we had, bruh, you ever had to get yourself out of something? I know you.
That's how people be feeling when they say, "Oh, you set me up for that question." It's like,
no. You know what I'm asking.
But nah,
I know everybody know I know the answer to that already.
Yeah.
But it's like we already going down. We going down down the lane, man. Like what's? Cause I go ahead.
nah, you know, like I'm gonna keep it funky.
1,000.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep that shit 1,000. It's been shit that's been documented, and it's shit that's not documented. So the shit that's documented, somebody tried to rob us. I had my pole on me. I shot at him. He went bye-bye, and that was that. Like I honestly, can't go into more detail about it because, you know, but that's the documented version of what happened.
The earlier that day because that happened around like it was definitely like after 7 o'clock.
Happened the day it happened. I feel like it was late January, going into February. Or it could have been late February.
No, it was during COVID. That was like March.
No, so it had to be late February because it happened before COVID. It happened before the court shut down. I remember. It happened before COVID. For sure.
You right.
Mm-hmm.
You right.
I know.
Absolutely
it's your birthday, but I can't get out.
Absolutely right. Because you know what? I remember going to work the next day. I had to think back to, did I work though?
Shit.
Did I have a job?
Because that was in 2020, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I wasn't working.
Yeah, I remember.
I was not working. Because I had just quit my job right before that shit happened.
Hey, well, you but that's why you was so hot that day. You was always home. You were bored.
I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Just like your son be saying, you were boring.
Nah, I was outside. I'm not even gonna lie. Like I stayed in my whip in traffic and like what they call motion. Yes, we had the motion.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. You're absolutely right. Yeah.
We had the motion.
And when smack that right when that shit, that COVID shit really kicked off.
Nah, I cracked off in 19. That's really when I was like, not on no jump off the porch shit. No, I've been doing my 1-2 since a teenager, but that was just I'm not doing this working shit no more. Like, I was 21. I was like, I'm not doing this working shit no more. I just had a jit too. I'm like, I'm not doing this no more. So I went head first into this shit. Like, I'm not gonna say nothing.
Nah.
But listen, allegedly, my first sale was a zip. So it's like how most niggas come out the gate with a dime dub. Now, the first thing I sold was a zip. So allegedly, though. But yeah, man, you know, it was different over here. It was different over here.
It's not the first thing I saw.
Yeah.
Allegedly. Nah. I ain't much going
Allegedly.
Nah, man,
bro, I'm telling you, it's not worth it. Just say allegedly, bro. Just keep it allegedly, bro.
Exactly. Allegedly, man. I remember my first person came from you. My dog. This is listen. When I tell you, listen. When I
It's
tell
the reason
you,
why I did that. I said after this.
listen, man. Wait. What's the? Hold on. Now I want to know the reason.
Listen. When I did that, bro, I don't remember who it was, but that was at a point in time where it's like, you ever just had like a lot of food on your plate, and then you was like, I want to eat this, I want that, but if I eat too much of this, I won't get that. It's like, if I go drop this off, I won't be able to do that, but I need that, but I gotta do this, and then I gotta go over there and do that. So I'm like, you know what? I know this is small. I know this ain't nothing. It ain't much to me, but it could be something for him.
Hey, man.
And that's what that was.
Nah. Let me tell you how long we've been rocking together, dog. Cause this man put my verse, allegedly put that first onion in my hand, dog. Put that first onion in my hand.
I did that?
Yeah, you was the first person to put one in my hand, bro.
And I damn sure know I said, give it to me when you get it back, huh?
No. I bought it to you. Nah. Hey, you was still fresh on too, so I wasn't gonna just take one from you.
I can't believe I charged you for that.
No,
I was supposed to get that to you, bro.
You good, bro? I swear to God, it ain't even on that. I'm talking about the
allegedly, I was supposed to get that to you.
Allegedly. Man.
I'm supposed to just get that to you. Of love. I was supposed to.
Nah, bro. You good, bro. Like I said.
Damn, bro.
Like I said, bro. You was pretty much sort of just coming.
Nah, yeah, bro. I ain't even gonna lie, bro. I probably had 2 or 3 months on you, bro. But I just, like, it was like, damn, that was just 4 of them. Now I need more of them. Like,
fact.
So,
man, but I grabbed that from you. I remember I grabbed that from you. You was like, hey, you could pull up on somebody. I was like, and I did that.
Nah, that's what real niggas do. They might charge you, but they'll throw you the customer with it too.
Niggas, nah. What you just said?
I said, I might charge you, but I'll throw you a customer with it too.
Fact. Because
that's love.
That's love.
That's love.
Because that love right there is like, and ain't profit.
Oh, for sure. Nah, when it's on that type of time, bro, I ain't even gonna lie. If I got something you need, bro, you gonna pay what I pay. Like, I ain't even gonna lie to you. You gonna pay if I really fuck with you. Nah, this.
Now what?
It's some niggas I fuck with and I tax them a little bit, and it's not because I don't fuck with you. I just know you'll do it to me. So I gotta do it to you because I know it's like, come on, bro, I know you gonna make me pay.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm gonna make you pay, but nah, my dog, nah. If I cop this up for $100, he gonna pay $100. I'm gonna figure out a way to try to get it to him for 90 if I could.
Cause them.
But I won't front it.
Obviously.
But I won't front it. Clearly. That is one. I'm sorry, gang, but that is one rule I ain't broke. No motherfucking no. And like I broke it for people, but it's like the way I was on your top about the front is like I don't even want to front people because it's like I'm gonna be on you too much about this.
I'm gonna be dramatic about it.
Bro.
So I don't want, bro. I swear to God, I understand, bro. I'm gonna be dramatic about it, like, oh, it's been 20 minutes, bro. Whoa.
I ain't even gonna lie, bro.
Whereas I shouldn't have gave him that. The next day, I'm waiting on it. I'm waiting on that message. And once it doesn't come, rob me.
I fronted a nigga.
He robbed me.
Allegedly, I fronted a nigga 14 before.
I've been assaulted. Victim of a crime.
Bro. You funny. But allegedly, I fronted a 14. He told me he was gonna pay me back on this specific date. From the time I gave it to him to the time that day came, I had so much anxiety. I know what y'all think, oh, it's just for